cut that with my spoon just like that. That's how tender it is. But see how it is. Now, I'll check something real quick. Now that's groceries shit. That is groceries. Oh yeah. Sensible. Whoa, now? How y'all is? Today I'm gonna be cooking pork steak and gravy. How I make pork steak and gravy. Got my pork steaks right here. I'm gonna go ahead and season them up. I'm gonna use some Cajun seasoning. And I'm going to throw a little bit flour on them. I'll go ahead and do that. So I got my pork steaks all seasoned up. I got flour, garlic powder, onion powder. I got some Cajun seasoning on there, and I just rubbed it all in. Now in here, I got some lard, because I made crackling the other day. And I kept the lard from it. So that's what I'm going to be using to fry my pork steaks in. Just going to take my pork steaks and I'm going to drop them in here. I'm going to do one at a time. Two at a time, sorry. Drop them in one at a time, but I'm going to be frying two at a time. This right here, okay, I got my onions, bell pepper, and celery. Out here in South Louisiana, we call this the Cajun Trinity. Onions, bell peppers, and celery. I cut my own. You can buy it pre-cut. I prefer to cut my own. Nothing wrong with using pre-cut. I just prefer to cut my own. I've used pre-cut before. But this is what I'm going to be putting in my pork steak and gravy. And they're not all the same size, but it's going to be cooking 2 or 3 hours till my pork steaks get real tender. So, y'all stay tuned. Alright, see, I got my pork steaks browning up. I got the heat on, I'd say about a 7 using the electric stove. I'm frying them. I want to get that gras doux on the bottom that we talked about in my fresh sausage video. Fresh sausage and gravy. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But this on the bottom right there, that's gras doux. That's just pretty much fat, seasoning, and all that sticking to the bottom of your pan. Now, just like my fresh sausage and gravy, I don't make a real thick gravy. I like it kind of thin, but enough to where it'll still stick to my rice. I'm not making a stew. So it's not going to be a whole pot all the way to the top with a whole bunch of liquid. It'll just have a decent amount of gravy. And that's it. Alright. Now as y'all can see right here, I got the gras doux. That's my pork steaks and gravy right there. And I got the gras doux. I'm going to take my Holy Trinity and I'm going to throw that in there. My Cajun Trinity. Bell pepper, celery, and onion. Now, all it's gonna do, we're gonna caramelize that. These vegetables are gonna lift that gras doux up. Alright? Now, once it lifts up that gras doux, I'm gonna put my pork steaks. My pork steaks ain't finished. I just cooked them. I just wanted to sear them. They're not cooked fully. Once this gras doux gets lifted up, I'm going to put my pork steaks back in. And I'm going to add my water. Alright. See, all that gras doux done lifted off of there. So first, I'm going to add my water. You can put the pork steaks in now. You can put the water in there now. It don't matter what order you put them in. Alright. Take these pork steaks. Stick them in there. I'm going to let them cook for a little while. About 2 or 3 hours, they're gonna smoke. I'm gonna season to taste. My taste. And once my pork steaks are tender, that's a wrap. Chef Evangeline here. She's been showing me exactly what I need to do. So, this how the gravy, pork steaks and gravy looking. I done let it reduce down, and then I added just a little bit more water. Now I'm gonna reduce it down, see how tender my pork steaks are. I want them to be so tender I can cut them with a spoon. But anyway, that's Chef Evangeline. She's teaching me the ropes. Y'all stay tuned. So I got this corn. Oh, it's just some seasoning in just a can of whole corn. And here's my pork steaks and gravy. Here's my pork steak. Put that on there. Alright. Get some more pork steak on there. Alright. Now, see that pork steak right there? I cut that with my spoon just like that. That's how tender it is. But, see how it is? I'll check something real quick. Now that's groceries, chef. That is groceries. Oh yeah. C'est bon.